when life ends thousands of miles from the nearest shore. There is no ambulance or coroner available. Surrounded by an endless horizon of blue, the Navy enacts one of its most solemn, precise rituals. The burial at sea is a unique procedure, reserved for times when logistics offer no other choice. It occurs when a service member explicitly chooses the open ocean as their final, eternal resting place. If a sailor passes away on a warship, returning remains to land might be impossible for weeks. Under such strict constraints, the commanding officer holds the authority to sanction a respectful maritime burial service. Yet this honor is not restricted to active personnel. RETIRED veterans often request this farewell in wills. Many feel a pull to return to the water, the environment that defined their service and identity. The journey begins with the Navy Casualty Office, the entity managing the official and complex bureaucracy of death. For veterans requesting this while living, their cremated remains are assigned to a vessel, preparing for deployment. Once authorized, the preparations commence in silence, following a rigid naval script within the ship's secure morgue. Next comes the uniform dressing the fallen sailor in dress blues, the Navy's highest standard of ceremonial style. Every ribbon and medal earned during their career is pinned exactly where the strict regulation dictates placement. Elsewhere on deck, the bosun's mate organizes the burial party, verifying every sailor understands their specific mark. The vessel slows, dropping its speed to roughly 5 or 10 knots to reduce turbulence. For Buries, the helmsman steers the ship broadside to the wind, positioning the hull to block the ocean swell. Even the engineers deep below throttle back non-essential machinery to lower the vibration, humming through steel floors as the ship finds its rhythm in the waves. The crew musters, creating a corridor of uniforms. The ritual opens with a piercing tone, as the ship's bell is struck 3 times for attention. Then the chaplain speaks, reciting the name, rank and tenure of the deceased without long tearful anecdotes. 6 sailors in dress blues lift the transfer case, moving with hydraulic smoothness toward the stern rail. Before the final act, the team removes the stars and stripes, folding it into the traditional triangle. There are 13 distinct folds, each symbolizing a tenet of national heritage, handled with surgical care today. Once the flag is clear, the bearers tilt the platform and the body slides into the ocean. The ranks do not break, and no one flinches as the ocean accepts the sailor beneath the waves. Finally, the captain speaks the release, 2 words bridging the gap between death and duty. Carry on. The formation dissolves, sailors march back to stations, and the ship swings back to its mission, heading. To a sailor, this is the ultimate logic. The sea was their workplace home and now grave. Leave a blue heart emoji to honor those resting beneath the waves. Or share your thoughts below if this video